Next topic is change of mass in a chemical change. The mass of the individual substance undergoing a chemical change is altered. It means the mass of the substances undergoing a chemical change is always changed. For example, when carbon is burnt in the air, the amount of carbon is reduced. So when carbon starts burning, then its amount also starts decreasing, and finally the carbon vanishes. That is, at last the amount of carbon becomes 0. In fact, all the carbon gets converted to carbon dioxide, so new mass according to carbon dioxide is formed. On the other hand, if an iron nail is allowed to rust, the mass of the rusted nail is more than that of the original nail. Now, important point to note is underline the total mass of the substances taking part and formed in the change remains same. What does it mean? It means, for example, when carbon is burnt in the presence of oxygen, then carbon dioxide is formed, we know. Now, the mass of carbon plus mass of oxygen is equals to mass of carbon dioxide. Or we can say total mass of the substances taking part in chemical change and formed in chemical change remains same. So we can say in a chemical reaction, if there is a loss of mass, then at the same time there is a gain of mass. So here we have again same example, the mass of carbon burnt plus the mass of oxygen taken from air is same as that of the mass of carbon dioxide formed. And second example is of rusting of iron, that is the mass of iron gained in rusting is same as that of the mass of oxygen lost by air, because this oxygen or mass of this oxygen is deposited over the iron and mass of iron is increased after rusting. Next is difference between physical and chemical changes. Physical change is temporary because during physical change no new substances are formed. At the same time, a chemical change is permanent because during chemical change new substances with new chemical properties are formed. A physical change is reversible, or we can say a physical change can be reversed by reversing the conditions, and chemical change is irreversible, or chemical change cannot be reversed by reversing the conditions. Next, no new substances are formed in physical change. New substances are formed in chemical change. In physical change, the mass of the substance does not change. But in case of chemical change, the mass of individual substance undergoing a chemical change is altered. Means with time the mass of individual substance vanishes or becomes 0. Next topic is, can physical and chemical changes happen together? Yes, physical and chemical changes can happen together. A common example is burning of candle. So, if during the burning of candle, the wax under the wick gets heated and melts. Now, the molten wax flows down and solidifies. So, because there is change in state from solid to liquid and again from liquid to solid. So, because there is only change in state from solid to liquid and liquid to solid. So, that's why no new substances are formed and this change is reversible. So, as no new substances are formed and change is reversible. That's why this change is physical change also. Now, a part of molten wax vaporizes, that is, a part of molten wax is burnt and new substances with new chemical properties like carbon dioxide and water vapor are formed. So, this change is irreversible because new substances formed do not give back molten wax. So, the burning of wax is a chemical change at the same time. I am going to repeat this again. Burning of a candle is physical change because of change in state from solid to liquid and liquid to solid back, and is chemical because of burning of molten wax and formation of new substances, that is carbon dioxide and water vapor.